We greet you. We would like to represent Arcturian, Lyran, Sirian, Pleiadian consciousness today. And we want to speak on fear. Fear, which has always been very present in your collective. And no wonder when you have limited access to your recollections of who you are, why you came here, what you're doing here, why you're going. No wonder you are prone to fear. The imposter with many faces. First and foremost, we want to greet all of you, especially who feel do not belong to the collective, as you call it, most of them. When you feel you are on the outskirts of society, when you feel you're not like them, when you feel separated more than the others by anything inside of you, by your health, by a physical trait, by a defining characteristic, by a lack of resources that you may have, a lack of independence, a lack of education, a lack of something that is resulting in fear of not being one of them, not belonging to the others, being on your own. And when you're on your own, who are you really? This fear of being marked as the outsider, seen as not enough, being peculiar sometimes, being crazy, being not beautiful enough, maybe. So many things human can fear, so many things human can incorporate, providing a different perspective for the rest, for themselves and for all of us. Much needed it is to find those people who embody the difference, to provide the eyes within being different, who provide the third party that you can look at and feel separated from what exactly? Where is unity for you? Is it family? Is it yourself that you feel whole within yourself? Is it an animal companion maybe? Is it home where you feel complete? Where do you feel union, humans? Please ask this question. Every individual who is listening, please ask yourself this. Where do I feel union? So we are approaching Christmas in this part of the region where the channel is located. Christmas is always connected to Jesus Christ. Many of you do not believe in Jesus Christ. Many of you don't know him really. But you still celebrate Christmas, giving presents, exchanging gifts, etc., etc. Many of you follow this tradition just for the sake of it, that you feel like you belong to the rest of them. Some of you have established your own tradition, varying very much from the traditional sense. But still, on Christmas Eve, many of you feel a kind of union. And why is that? Some even go to church, even though they do not believe in Jesus Christ or God or whatever the church is meant for. But it's lovely to celebrate with others, and it's lovely to experience some kind of union. This is a very nice feeling for many of you. Stark contrast we would like to provide is art. When you go about reading novels, when you go about watching television series, some of them are quite popular. Many of you will watch them together simultaneously. Books are not so high in demand these days, so it's more TV. But we would point out it's the same, basically. It's the same things happening here. When you connect over something, that you collectively share interest in something, although you do it separately, of course. You watch this as your own person, right? Why is it that many of these TV shows are concentrating only on violence and true crime? Very popular among you. True crime. So the crime that is rooted in reality. You feel like it's even more exciting to watch something that is really happened, that has really been done to someone. Many of you have asked themselves, why do I like to watch something so cruel? I'm a very peaceful person. Why do I like to watch someone being murdered and raped or tortured? Why does that make me not a bad person? Many reasons you will have to look at this yourself. But what we like to share about this, it is actually about feeling union. So what you do is you share a crime. You're all part of it. Even though you do not execute it yourself, you're spending so much time and energy watching it being done, rewatching it on TV, being reinterpreted, reacted. It has actually re-happened again. Even though it is only TV, it is still a second reality, right? Because you're all taking part of it. You're all being the perpetrator and the victim at the same time. So you're sharing the guilt collectively, and you're also sharing the pain collectively. You have found yourself a way to act out violence and experience pain without having to do it yourselves. Think about how many crimes you have prevented just by watching or reading crime. But please let go of the notion that only because you're watching it and you sit there and think, oh, what a bad person. You could never be like that. You're any different. There is always the part in you that is taking part. There is always the dark corner inside of you that is actually enjoying this. And there is always the part of you that is actually remembering this being done to them many times, over and over in different lifetimes. There are actually moments when you have watched crime being done and looked away. And how often is this happening in everyday life, on the bus, for example, when someone is approaching another person, crossing a boundary in addressing them, for example, rudely maybe, or some other person is needing help, just entering or exiting this bus. And how many times have you thought, I should get up, I should help them, I should say something, I should do something. And then you hoped, oh, in a minute or so it will be over. And you have been very busy watching your handbag or your shoes or watching out of the window. And after a little while, someone else has been getting up, or someone else has been doing something, or it has been over. You would not have to do anything. So this is not to make you feel guilty. Please understand that. This is to talk about union, how you're all connected, how you're all taking part in something, even though you're not actually in it. Just by being connected, just by being present, just by giving your energy, your time, your thoughts, your feelings into something. We cannot pretend that something is not happening when we give time, feeling, energy into something. We cannot pretend that we are not part of it, right? And please, this is something, and I will say we in this, because it is happening on a wider scale throughout the universe over and over again. This is just a human example for something that is always present. And we all need to remember what unity is, how unity works, what kind of reality we want to be in, and what kind of reality we are creating by doing, giving, feeling something. So when you just decide to watch instead a nature documentary or a romantic movie, can you then prevent bad things from being done? Probably not. But at the same time, you're deciding you do not give energy, you do not give thoughts, you don't give positive or negative or whatever emotions into that. If you have the urge to do that, if you need to watch this for some reason and you feel, no, this is a big part of my life. I'm a huge fan of a true crime podcast and a true crime series on TV or the newspaper. Think deeply on why this is so important for you. Are you working something out yourself from a past life or from this life, maybe? What is it that keeps you interested so much in that? So we have talked about union and fear and how both are connected, mainly because fear tells you it's safer to be separated instead of uniting, right? Many things we have said you could think about. You will find the one sentence that is worth thinking and rethinking. Be it that you are different and you provide or give or have a perspective that not many other beings have on this planet. Good for you. Good for the others, of course, but good for you. Be proud of it. Be proud of being different. Wear your head high. Lovely being of light. Much love is given to you. Much thanks are given to you. Or whether you're feeling you're not part of any union, you do not believe in anything, you do not have a partner where you feel complete and whole with. You feel quite lonely in this life. Much love is being given to you also. May you find little things that you feel united to. May you find little moments where you feel united with others. And may you know that you also are part of all there is. And fear and separation is an illusion only. And if you love to watch true crime or any crime novels, if this is an interest of you, if you're a big horror movie fan, do not feel guilty about it. Just feel responsible for your own actions. And know that you all share as a collective guilt, pain, and shame. As usual, this is only our perspective on things. You may have a different one. We are delighted that you have listened to us. We felt very much united in this moment with you all, and we hope that you will feel very much united in this moment with us. Oh boy. I'm personally a huge true crime fan. Feel very much outed now. All right. Everyone has a nice afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are. I wish you all the best.